How are you? I don't know if anybody will even know that I'm doing this, but I figured, you know what? I got a little bit of time, and I actually do kind of have some topics that I want to talk about, but I was hoping that we would have like some input from people, but you and I can do it. Um, it says four people are out there, but four people aren't participating. Of course, I do that all the time. I stealth watch. I stealth listen. I am working, so I put my phone in my pocket and I just go around doing my stuff. So I got a lot of dogs today. Today is kind of a busy day. Uh, and I do have a pickup coming, but I haven't heard from the owner, so I don't know what time he's coming. So, if that happens, I'll just have to go take care of it really quickly. Um, I don't know. Oh, wait, maybe I can do that. Oh, okay. Maybe I can do that. Hey, Oregon. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out if I can watch the chat here because it would probably be easier for me to see. How are you guys? Everybody doing good? Yeah, they do. I tell you, you wouldn't believe how much demand there is for doggy daycare. Um, and quality doggy daycare too, because you have a lot of places where you can take them and drop them off, and they'll be like with 20 or 30 dogs, and they're being herded everywhere. You know what I mean? And I take care. I watch. I literally watch. If you're paying me to watch your dog, then I'm watching your dog. You know what I mean? I have fun doing it. So I feel blessed. I was praying this morning when I was cleaning, and I was just thanking God so much for putting me in the spot. Like, I don't even know how I got here, and I don't know how it happened, and it just kind of all fell right into place at the right time. And I feel so blessed to do something that I like to do. And I'm still part of that slave system. I was listening to somebody this morning, and they were talking about, it was Enter the Stars. I don't know if you guys know him. He does a lot of in-depth. He's very spiritual, and he does a lot of in-depth stuff like about CERN, and which I find CERN so interesting, scary interesting, but I find it very interesting. And he was talking about how like we're all part of the system, and because we continually participate, then the system continues to, you know, um, keep going and getting stronger. And he was talking about Skynet actually, and he was saying that he thinks. Hi, Helen. How are you? I was hoping Grandma D was going to make it. She might. I don't know. Maybe she will. Um, I can't read that name. You know what? I brought my glasses somewhere. Somewhere. I'm old and I can't see. Oregon Farm Girl. I love that. That's a great name. Nothing better than farm living too. I grew up on a farm, and it was so. It was it wasn't like a working farm that we made money from. It was a farm that fed us. You know what I mean? So my mom did it, and we had like 90 head of sheep and goats, and a couple hundred cows, and some horses and stuff like that. But it was so great to wake up in the morning and watch like baby. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta take this text. I have a new board coming today. She's not new actually. She's one that I've had before. It's an Australian Shepherd. I don't know if you guys know the breed, but they're so freaking pretty. Yeah, it is hard work. 7 horses, 4 dogs, and a farm cat. Nice. Yeah, yeah. We had a couple horses too, and what was really nice is like when you're breeding them and they're foaling in the spring, and there's just nothing better than that. I don't know. I'm an animal person, and I could just honestly, I could be just with animals probably and be okay. I know that sounds terrible. One of my owners last night of the dog that I'm boarding, the Boston Terrier, she said, I miss her so much. And I said, I know you do, because it's the companionship. Like they are companions. I know mine are. My boys are. They really are my companions. Were you talking to me about the channel Enter the Stars? It's written kind of weird too. You know what? I'm going to get his link. I was thinking about that. It's like, maybe I can. I don't know. I guess I can't search it while I'm on. Probably on here though. Let me see how it's spelled, because I was just watching him, so I know it's right here. Here we go. It's Enter the Stars, all one word. I mean, all together. But stars is capitalized and enter is capitalized. So it's capital E, enter, and then stars is capitalized all together. But he does some really, really good CERN in-depth stuff. And he was talking about Skynet this morning. And hey, is Ann from the Ann Lynn Show here? Is that what you just said? I can't read because I'm my glasses. But the glasses may give you such a glare. I hate to wear them. Oh, I see you now. Hi, Ann. Ann Lynn Show. I'm so glad you could stop by. I feel honored. I really do. I was thinking this morning, I'm kind of stuck at like 910 subscribers or something like that. I'm never going to get to 1,000 and be able to go live. I'm just never going to do it. I feel like it's just never going to happen for me. Which it doesn't really matter, because really all that is like going live from your phone. And which would be kind of nice though, because I would like to do it outside sometimes. Like I was going to do it outside this morning, but the glare was so bad on the laptop I couldn't see. So you guys see the dogs in the background? Same thing. That Juno, that one right there. She's as cute as a button. I love her so much. I hope so, and then show. I hope so. It just taken forever, but I don't stay up late and watch Adam, and I'm not able to participate in that chat a lot. And I think that really helps when you're there and you can participate more with the family. You know what I mean? Like you can be more involved. I think people don't know who I am. And I think they think it's like strictly about dogs. You know what I mean? Which it's not. It's kind of all over the place. God knows my brain is all over the place. But I did want to see what you guys thought of this Skynet thing. Do you guys think it is already, this is my thing. Do you think it's already working? Do you think they're already, I heard this morning, Pensacola, Florida, they are putting in 5G. It's going in right now. They're putting these things in like every 90 feet, I think it said. I know that sounds crazy, but I think it was like every 90 feet. And those things are shooting that freaking, I mean, they're literally microwaving us all the time. Yeah, quite dying. Me too. Me too. And I miss Adam at nights. I don't get to, and I mean, I watch in the morning and it's great and everything, but I even then I don't watch the chat when I watch the replay, because I'm usually up moving around and working. So I just, and you think Skynet is working too, or I'm gonna talk about, I do. I think and what are we gonna do, guys? Like I really want to figure out some kind of action plan. Like I am one of those people that I'm not a procrastinator, and I'm not a hide my head in the sand kind of person. Like I like to fight. I like to right head on. You know what I mean? Like I like to just look it in the eye and say, "Let's go, bitch." And I just want to know what I can do to help the situation. I don't know what there is to do. Like, and people say, like, call your congressman, call your senators. That does no good. That does no good. I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't do any good. And I don't know. I don't know how we're going to combat all of this AI stuff. And like Bones was talking about the trucks and everything. Like, you know how many people are getting ready to lose their job to artificial intelligence? There's a lot. I mean, it's coming, guys. Like a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. A lot. And pretty soon they'll have robot dogs that don't poop or eat. I mean, they already have robots that, sex robots, and I mean, they have it all. So I don't know. I don't know. Is that right, Oregon Farm Girl? Was that a recent Mike Morales, like in the last couple of days? I have to catch up with. I'll go look at him. I do watch him occasionally, but I didn't see that one. But I feel like is there's. I just want to get involved and do something. Hey, Kevin. Last week, okay. All right, Oregon Farm Girl. I'll check it out. I will. And Oregon Farm Girl about the being positive thing. That's one thing I did want to say too. Like I wanted to bring up the whole thing about positivity. Like the whole thing about your energy and what you're putting out, and what you're putting out is like what you're getting back. Like, I just think it's so important. Like even when I'm talking to the dogs and stuff, like I don't know if you guys have seen this uh, thing that I think it was Leak Project that did this video about they had water molecules, and the water molecules that had something positive said to it were formed in like these beautiful patterns, and the ones that, like, if he said shut up or hate or whatever, they were like blotches. Like it was really strange, like these water molecules reacted to the energy. And our energy is so important to keep positive, because positive attracts positive, and same with negative. Like I don't know if any of you guys have ever had that friend that you just, every time you hung out with them, it was always something negative going on, or some kind of drama that was negative. And when you have that kind of negativity, it just keeps going. And how important it is to wake up every day and be like, you know what, okay, I'm gonna take this day on. And that is Max who? Max Eigen? Oh, I know who he is. Success is happening. Is that right? Raz, that's crazy. You know what though? It makes sense, because this I don't know how anyone can want this. I almost feel like that there's already an artificial intelligence in charge and doing what they want to do. Like I don't even know that human beings are even in control anymore. And I really don't. I'm not sure of that. Like Australia is having progress. Yeah, I feel like we got to do something, guys. I don't know what it is, and I'm open for suggestions. But I'm one of those people that I want to get involved, and I want to make it better. Grandma D, yay! I just said I hope you show up today. That's so awesome. We got a lot of good people here this morning. So there's a lot of people that want to do something in the morning, right? Like I think it would be nice to have something to do during the day. Grandma D, you and I have so much in common. We think a lot alike, girl. We do. We think a lot alike, I think. Um, and I wanted to have an opportunity for everybody to get together in the mornings, because I know it's great that everybody does a live stream at night. Like there's a lot of live streams to choose from at night, but during the day there isn't a lot. There's not a lot to participate in and see each other and talk to each other. And I know there's Discord, but I have to be honest. I, I don't have time to learn another thing. Yeah, we have some morning Foogles. Yeah, good, good guys. So I'll be your well, hopefully. I can't always promise, because shit goes bad. I was thinking today, I gotta do my hair, I gotta do my makeup, and you know what? I said, if I take time to do my hair and makeup, then we're not gonna have time to talk, because it just takes too long. I'm getting old, and that shit takes a long time now. When I was serving, this is not a lie. This is honest to God. When I was serving, it would take me 2 hours to get ready. 2 hours that I spent in the mirror. And I think I do believe that vanity is a huge, huge sin. Like I think that's one of the ones, because I think we all know it in our hearts, and the fact that we do it anyway, I think that's a big deal. Like and I'm the worst one to talk, because I'm super vain. Oh, thanks, Kevin. I don't know. I wonder if you go to a lawyer or they do affect your health so much too. And you know what the problem is doing a lot of shit you can't see. And a lot of normies, these normal people are so stupid. My, my mom's a perfect example. She's a baby boomer. She was born in 1947, and I love my mom to death. She's like a really good person, and she doesn't realize what she's doing. You know what I mean? She's one of those people that she goes to church on Sunday. Okay, all right. Um, but she is one of those church people that goes to church on Sunday, and she has all the latest tech. She has the Apple Watch and she has it all right beside her bed at night and stuff like that. But she's 73, you know what I mean? So she's like, I don't care. I don't feel like we need this 5G shit. Like, I just feel like it's so unnecessary. How much faster do we want our lives to be? Like, we seriously push a button for everything now. I mean, there's nothing really that you can't. I mean, like, I don't know. Our kids today, this is honest to God truth. I've worked with a lot of kids during the serving and the time I've been divorced, the couple jobs I've had that have been out in the public. Kids cannot make change. If it doesn't say on that screen how much change they're supposed to give you, they can't make fucking change. I mean, we've ruined they yeah, Roz. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I and she just feels like she doesn't care because it's like, you know what I mean? Like she just doesn't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I feel bad that, but I'm getting the grounding mat because my mom has serious issues with her stomach and her arthritis. So I'm getting the grounding mat for myself. I want to see if it works. If it works, I'm going to get my mom one. Like she would be the perfect person for that. Yeah, they don't. You're exactly right, Oregon Farm Girl. They don't. Hey, Scott. Good to see you. Good morning. All the good people are here this morning. Really, that's real. By the way, Bones was telling me last night, I think he has some serious trouble with his air conditioners. Like the fourth time this year he's fixed it. I was thinking, Scott probably can help you out. Walk him through it. Um, yeah, they don't know how bad it is. And there's nobody out there putting out those reports either. Like, you know that one lady that's from California and she's been super, super you have the Matt Oregon Farm Girl. What do you think? What do you think? I love to see, it's better to hear it from somebody that I know. PZ, you're right. They can't read a clock. They can't write they stopped teaching cursive, so they can't read or write cursive. Their writing skills, period writing skills are ridiculous because they're used to using a keyboard. And granted, they can type fast. That's one good thing. They can type really fast, but they have they can't put shit together. Good, Helen. Good. And we have to do that. Are you talking about a Matt, Helen? I mean, Ann Lynn show. She had one. I have a lot of trouble with my knee, and some days it'll be so bad it's like a searing pain. Like I cannot put weight on it. And I can put ice on it if I prop it up and put ice on it for a little bit. I think it'll feel better, and then I can get back up and move around again. But I also have circulation issues. My arms go to sleep at night and stuff like that. And I'm a smoker like a dumbass. Of course, I have lung issues because I'm a dumbass. I'm putting kerosene on a fire every day. I gotta quit smoking. That's my next. I got clean. I got clean almost 7 years ago now, and I promised myself then that I was going to quit smoking. Once I got past all the hard part. Which pretty much am. I mean, you're never. It's like they say, you're never fixed, and it's never over. But you get away from it far enough that you don't think about it all the time, and you're not drawn to it like you were, So, and praise God for that. Like I got to be honest, there was a time I didn't know that I'd ever be able to live my life without pills, and I praise God every day that I don't wake up sick, and I don't wake up looking for another fix. But anyway, I did promise myself then I was going to quit smoking, and it just keeps going. And I've tried a couple of things. I really think maybe I should try a hypnotist. Yeah, yeah, they can't read the written word. You're exactly right. Yeah, I know. That's the thing about eating organic. And that's the thing is that that's what they do to you too. They make it so expensive to live healthy. They make it expensive to live healthy. The cheapest way to go is the dollar menu at McDonald's, and people do it. These kids are eating. That's what our kids are eating. Taco Bell. My one daughter's favorite thing is Taco Bell. I mean, I don't eat any fast food. I eat zero fast food. I do eat some box stuff, and I'm sure stuff that has that's processed because I mean, a banana nut muffin I'm getting ready to eat came out of a box. But I try to eat as healthy as I can, fruits and vegetables. And I eat a lot of yogurt and a lot of cottage cheese, and because it has a lot of protein in it. I'm not a big meat eater. I got a Foogle coffee cup. I'm so excited. I can't wait till it comes. Your father got hypnotized to stop smoking. It worked. He never smoked again. Oh, Dawn. Yeah, that's what I think I should do. The teeter. I can't read that word. I'm sorry. I gotta use my glasses, guys. I know the glare is bad, but what's a teeter, Scott? Teeter. I don't know what that is. That sounds very interesting. Snafu. Yeah, we're just chatting, Snafu. Like we're all over the place, honestly. You quit smoking this past 4th of July. Congratulations, Grandma D. That's awesome. Right? And I bet you feel so much better. And the funny thing is, because, when I got clean the hard way. Like I went to the pokey. So when I went to jail, of course, I was in jail for almost 4 months. And I didn't smoke, obviously, then. And then I went straight from jail to rehab. And I was there for 7 months. And because I didn't have any family in town or anything, I was stuck. Like a lot of people, after they get up in their phases, they can go out and do stuff. But I couldn't because I didn't have any family there. So, nobody hosts you. So I was there for 7 months and I didn't smoke. So that was like 11 months. Almost, I was in over a year. And then as soon as I got out of rehab and went to the halfway house, the first stop I made was to get a pack of cigarettes. But at the time, in my defense, at the time, I was like, you know what? I quit everything else. I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm doing good. Like I gave myself that one thing, which was the worst thing I could ever do. And I have lung issues anyway to start with. So, I'm like, and that's why in some ways, I don't go to the doctor because of that. Because I feel like they're looking at me like, and they are, like, you're a dumbass. Nobody can help you because you're smoking. Oh, okay. Natural decompression. You have surgery tomorrow, Grandma D? Oh, attributed to smoking. What was it? I hope everything goes okay, Grandma D. Are you going to be in the hospital for a while, or sometimes I can't read all this because it goes so fast. I mean, not that it goes fast. CBD, yeah, yeah. Dried hemp flower you can smoke legally now. Florida's coming a long way with the whole weed thing, and I do smoke weed. I mean, I know that I clean from everything else, but I do smoke weed. I know that a lot of people in NA and AA are like, oh my God, and all that. And I get that, and that's great for them. You know what I mean? Like I understand that. But for me, I was like, you know what? That's the least of my worries. In fact, if I'd have just smoked instead of doing the stupid stuff I did, I'd be great. Which, everybody does things differently, so it's however people do it, but that's my deal. Hey, West Texas. Or W Texas, I guess. Wow. 3 packs a day. Yeah. Oh, he used Chantix. I actually had tried Chantix one time. It was during my marriage when I was already having trouble with depression and stuff like that, and I was on so many other drugs that it didn't work for me then because I wasn't ready. I wasn't trying. You know what I mean? Um, I think a lot of quitting anything. It's like when I quit doing drugs, and it's an honest to God truth is before I got arrested, I was driving to my dealer's house and I literally was looking in the rearview mirror and I said, God, you got to help me. You've got to do something. I can't quit and I don't want it. And I don't want to live this life. And it was not 24 hours later, doop, doop, in my back window. I literally just looked up and was like, that's not funny because I knew I was going to the pokey. So, but I don't know what the point of that story was. But anyway, yeah. So I knew I wanted to quit. I was ready. Like I wanted out of that lifestyle and I wanted out of my marriage. I wanted out of it all. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to get out of it. And God helped me out. Like he seriously did. And when I went to court for my DUI, because all I got was, I had a DUI and I went to court for it and they asked me if I was going to bond out and I very well could have, but I said, no, I can't leave here. If I leave here, I'm going to wind up dead. I weighed 92 pounds. I mean, I'm a thin person anyway, but 92 pounds. So, and the judge said, I said, I need help. And the judge happened to have opioid addicted children. And he looked at me and he said, I'm going to help you today. And the treatment center he sent me to was awesome. Like sometimes even now I look back and I think that was one of the best times of my life. Like I laughed harder than I've ever laughed in my entire life with those girls. And they were all young, younger, because the heroin problem among our kids is absolutely incredible. And it's kids that you would never think are doing it. And it's and that's what they wanted. I mean, when you look back on all the things that the CIA has been involved in, bringing drugs into this country, what saved your life, Scott? Yeah, yeah. It did save my life. That's no shit, Scott. Like, really, honest to God. 92 pounds. Like, you guys got to understand, I'm 5'2". So 92 pounds was like skin and bone. And I was going to die. I felt like I knew I was dying. There were days that would go by and I would be like, I never put anything in my mouth today except for coffee and cigarettes. Like I never put it. I didn't eat. I didn't eat. So yeah, yeah, we need to stop big pharma. And I don't know how you do that either. And how do you let people, it's a pill for everything. Everybody wants to take a pill to cure something. Like, some things you've got to, I don't know. I feel like, and they want our children and if they're not going to get them with big pharma, then they're going to get them with the shit the CIA is bringing in. I mean, when you go back to, all the way back to the, oh God, Iran Contra, yeah, yeah, Iran Contra, right? And where they were, yeah, yeah, I was too. Um, Actually, there's only one women's facility in Delaware, which is where I was, and it's a state prison. So it was not jail for me; it was a prison. And those girls, like when I got there, I realized I was not in the right place. So I needed to get my ass together. That was not a lifestyle I wanted to live. Institutionalized is just not. I mean, anybody that's been, and that's the other thing too. I was going to bring up today about this is that everybody in their lifetime. Well, I don't know if everybody, but I feel like a lot of people in their lifetime at some point or another have either sought help from a professional about depression or something like that, or they've been in like in rehab or some kind of mental health facility or some kind of mental health treatment, like some kind of mental health drugs. Like they almost have a way for everybody to do a red flag law. Like You see what I'm saying? Almost everybody is questionable because almost everybody has had. I mean, all the people on SRIs right now is ridiculous, and the kids. You know how many kids we have on this shit? Like we gotta somehow we've got to. I don't know how you stop it, but somehow we gotta stop to this. And the problem is that these lawmakers, the politicians, are getting paid, and the doctors, write on down. I do believe they're all in on it, and I believe it's right on down the line. I'm sorry. I don't believe there's very few people, very few doctors that I would ever put my faith in. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't. Oh, Kevin, that's awesome. That's awesome. Um, that's something I would have done before. When I first got clean, I would have worked at a facility just to, like, to be like, one of the techs that stays there like at night and stuff like that. Because I believe that those people that are in there that especially the ones that want to be. Of course, there's a lot of people sentenced, but they need someone so badly right then. Like when you get to that point, you are so down and so lost and so alone. And they need someone, like somebody to put faith in them, somebody to talk to. But I feel like the government has set us all up to look like we're crazy at some point or another. Like if they want to make it look like you went off the deep end, it's gonna. I saw this whole thing about the guy that did the Oklahoma. Wait, which one was it? I think it was Oklahoma City bombing. But he was groomed. He was groomed the whole time, and he did not. He was not. I know. Me too, Grandma D. Thank you. Me too. Me too. Um, I lost a lot. You know what I mean? I mean, I lost a lot in my life to drugs. That's the worst part too. And you can't get it through to kids. You know what I mean? Like they're wasting their life. You know what I mean? You can't get it through to them. So it's really difficult. And in some ways, I feel like I have no room to talk. Like I have a daughter, my oldest one, and she's kind of in and out. She straddles the line. And it's hard for me to talk to her about not doing drugs or not drinking because I feel so hypocritical. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's so hard for me to be like you should. I'm like, and I don't do that. I don't say any of that. Like I let her come to it herself because if you don't, they're not gonna make it. Yeah, Scott, and I think I told you that guys this before, but I remember my doctor having the conversation with my doctor about why he was switching me to OxyContin, and he said it was because it was less addictive than Percocet. Yeah, and coming off of that stuff, I want to tear my walls down. And my poor kids. Like I literally was comatose for a long time. Yeah, sometimes it's tough. Sometimes, but you know what? My life is so much better today. It is. It's just so much better. And a lot of it was I was in a really bad marriage, and I'm one of those people. I took a vow, you know what I mean? Like I was in there for 23 years. Like I tried, you know what I mean? And I was so miserable. So that's the one thing is that I think that being happy is and happiness does not come from material things. Like, and that's our kids have no idea that that's the case. Like, how would they? How would they? They totally base their happiness on material items, and how would they not? I mean, that's all they see. When they pick up and you guys got to think how susceptible kids are, and how our phones are targeting us with the advertisements they do. So our kids are being so influenced by AI right now. It's really incredible. It's really incredible. Nail, is that how do you say your name? Nails with Hope, or I don't know how you pronounce that, but that's pretty cool that you do that. That's amazing. That's really awesome. And you know, that's the one thing that I think is so important, and that's what I was getting to. Like, our kids think it comes from material things, but the real joy in your life and the real the the things that make you happy are when you're actually doing something for someone else. Like, the truth is that doing something for someone else is actually a selfish move because it makes you feel so good. You know what I mean? So, but I don't think that we take enough time to try to get that through to our kids today. And they think everything is outward for them. It's about how many likes, and it's about how, you know, I mean, their new phone or their new shoes, or it's always about something material. And that it's not going to take any convincing at all. It's not going to take them twisting the arms of our millennials to get this chip or this Neuralace. They're not going to have to beg them to do it. Like, those kids are going to line up in a line, just like that CERN video where those people are marching in line with. I mean, our kids are going to do that. That's how. I mean, they just are. What'd you say, Jamie? I missed it. Oh, the worst. Yeah, yeah. I have heard that about Cymbalta. Isn't that crazy, though? Isn't that insane? Mm. Oh, that's. I'm sorry about that, West Texas. Yeah, 45. Wow, that's young. That's like an antidepressant, Scott. I think it's a Cymbalta. It's like a, yeah, I think it's an antidepressant kind of thing. Um, but you know, wouldn't it be great if our kids just for one day put down the technology? I mean, do you guys remember when you were kids? Like, most of us here are a little bit older, but you guys remember when you were kids and you went out and played in the summer, and you would play until it got dark. Like, for me, I would be outside until it got dark. My mom would be hollering for me, the dogs would be barking, the whole nine, and I would not want to come in. I mean, I would not want to come in. And I'd be dirty from, oh my God, I would be dirty from head to toe. Head to toe. And we didn't think about telephones or anything like that. And we had one phone in the house, and our television, we didn't have cable. We lived out in the country. Our television got like NBC, ABC, CBS, and stuff like that. It did not get, that was our channels. And I miss those days, guys. I miss the days of, this America is not what I grew up loving and wanting to, you know what I mean? Like, this is not it. And I don't know how to get back to there. I don't know if you can get back to there. In some ways, sometimes I think to myself, um, sometimes I think to myself about like a lights out situation. And I think, you know, once we got over the shock and horror, and once it would take a couple months for it to kind of, the people to either adapt or go. Like, you're either going to be adapting or you're going to be dying. You know what I mean? I think once we got over the hump of that and functioning like that, I think it would be the best thing that ever happened to America. Isn't that crazy? I do think that sometimes, though. Do you guys? I mean, am I alone? Oh, rats! Are you kidding? Oh my God! You're right, though. Nails with hope. You're right. They don't. Yeah. 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 Nails with hope. And you know what else? Like, why in high school don't we teach kids how to like balance a checkbook or fill out applications for jobs? Or like, why don't we ever teach them anything that they actually need to know? Like, I don't understand the school system, the indoctrination. That's all it is. I mean, we sit here and question it, but Lyrica, I haven't heard anything about that. I do know Fibromyalgia, though, can be so miserable. So miserable. I know. Dawn, Skywatcher. Me too, girl. Me too, girl. I miss my grandparents so much. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Scott. I honestly do. I think it might be the best thing for us. It'd be the best thing for our kids. Okay, babe. You go ahead. Love you, Ann Lynn Show. Thanks for coming by. I really so appreciate you stopping in today. That means a lot to me, for real. Thank you so much. I know, it's just we just kind of kick the can over here. We don't really have an organized way we're doing things. I mean, I did have a couple things that I could go over, but I kind of like, I enjoy finding out how you guys feel about the same things, because sometimes I just think I feel like I'm the only one in this world that's seeing what's coming. And I know we don't all know what's coming. Like, I can take you out, sweetie. I'm sorry. Her little bladder is like the size of an acorn. So when she has to go, I have to take her out. I'm really sorry. No, only hers going out. No, back up. Back up, Buggy. Go ahead, girl. So yeah, I feel like I'm the only person that, I mean, I know that none of us know what's coming and none of us know what's going to happen, but I think we all can pretty much agree that there's something coming, and I don't know whether it's going to be, it could be, honestly, sometimes I think it could be nuclear. Like, I honestly do. But I think we're more in the neighborhood of a catastrophic economic failure. Like, I really think that the dollar's about to go to shit. And I don't know what's going to happen. And this oil thing, this gas thing, this is going to be bad. Oh, yeah. Sure. You want to see all the doggies? Okay, so that's Quigley. He's a show dog. But he's rotten. And that's Jax. Those are both daycare. Juno. Junebug. This is my Junebug. That's Junebug. Can you see, guys? That's Juno. I've had her for a long time. She was my first daycare dog. So that's those three. My two are in their room asleep because they've already been tired out today. Come on, guys, inside. They've already been tired out once today. They played so hard this morning that they're already crashed out back there. And they tell me, they go to the gate and they'll sit there and look at the gate and tell me when they want to be separated from everyone, because they get kind of tired of dogs all the time. Junebug, inside. Come on. Buggy. Come on. Quickly. Come on. Inside. Inside. And sometimes they do get tired of it. And then I have that three-legged hound still. He's the one that's going to be picked up at some point. And that little Boston Terrier that I just let out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so 7. And then I have the Australian Shepherd coming. So that'd be 8. But then, of course, the daycare dogs go back home. The daycare, I don't know how I was smart enough to see this. Because believe me, not all there. But when I started this, I thought, you know what? The best thing I could ever do is get daycare dogs, because then you're guaranteed some kind of income every week. You know what I mean? So I really pushed it. Like, everywhere I went, everybody I talked to, I pushed it on the Rover site, made my little profile more about daycare, and I really pushed it. Well, I have like 8 daycare dogs now. Now, they don't all come all the time, and they don't come 5 days a week. I have one that comes 5 days a week. Yeah. No, I have one comes 5 days a week, and then one comes a solid 4, Juno. And then the rest of them are like 3s and 2s. But it's a guaranteed income every week. And then I have the boardings on top of that. So then that's like the extra, But like during the holiday season and stuff, I went on my site yesterday and I raised all my prices because, the holiday season, everybody goes away and boards. And last year, I could have made a killing if I was smarter, but I had just started it last year and I wasn't sure. But anyway, pushing the daycare was where it was at, and that it's definitely saved my ass. Like I didn't think I was going to ever be able to make the money I was making serving anywhere else, because none of the office jobs I applied for, that was the thing. I couldn't get them because of my background check, and they wouldn't have paid the bills anyway. Like it was horrendous. I mean, that's why people wind up serving and doing stuff like that, because there's, I mean, there's no other way. Someone with no education per se, like, I don't have a certificate that says I can do shit. So there's no other way to make money than, real money like that. I mean, I don't know, not that I know of. And yeah, I'm trying. Hey, Jacksonville, that's not very far. Um, do you ever watch? Is that Stirring Time? Yeah. Do you ever watch Florida Marquise Stirring Time? You're in Southwest, Dawn? So we got a lot of Florida people here. That's freaking awesome. I like Florida. I love it. I know that it's probably the worst place to be because of, between tsunami or whatever. It's probably in hurricanes. It's probably the worst place you could be, but safety wise. I mean, maybe Yellowstone, we're in good shape, um, but yeah, I love it. I like it. You just moved here from Connecticut? Wow, that's a big difference. Scott, you're from Connecticut, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, you don't see many people retiring moving north though. That's why people are, yeah. Oh yeah. Are you gonna get a puppy, Scott? Are you gonna get a little puppy? I think I'm gonna do a video later today about potty training and stuff like that. Oh, and that's the other thing. I forgot. Oh my gosh. This lady for the daycare calls me and she says, I'm getting a new puppy. It's the first dog I've ever had. And I need to find daycare for. Well, at first she wanted me to come walk the dog twice a day. And I'm like, an 8-week-old puppy cannot be walked twice a day and that be okay. Like you need full-time care for this dog. So she comes over, we do this little session or whatever. And so it's a little teeny Australian. It's not an Australian, maybe it is an Australian Shepherd. It's an Australian something. Cute little. But she gets it like next week. And I get to do all the fucking puppy training and all the potty training. And I get to keep it every day while she works. She's like a real professional lady and stuff. And she was super nice. But she was just the opposite of me. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. She was the opposite of me. But a Flyhound puppy. Oh yeah, you told me that. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. Do they have big droopy ears? My hound dog. Let me show you the hound dog I have. He has big droppy ears. Oh my God. He's so freaking cute. I'm sorry guys. If I make you nauseous probably. Um, Isaac. Isaac. He has 3 legs though. Isaac, want to say hi to everybody? I don't know if you guys can see. Let me get a better light. I'm sorry guys. I know this is shitty. Isaac, can you see? Yeah. Yeah, there he is. There's a big floppy ears. I know it's dark, guys, but it's dark in this room because I left the hurricane shutters down. He's such a sweet. He's got 3 legs and he can't run very fast, but he loves food, man. He'll kill somebody to get near his food bowl. He growls at me when I eat my food, right? But I think, he's probably had to fight for a lot of stuff. He has 3 legs, like. But yeah, hounds are, and he barks. Oh my God, he's got the best bark. It's so funny. It's like he's got this real deep chest. So, did I make you guys feel sick? Sorry. Yeah, I do. I love them. Honestly, I could just, before my life got derailed and I got married, the plan was to be a vet or, something in that neighborhood. But, you're 17, 18, you're young, you're dumb, you think you know everything. You get married. Oh my gosh, travels here and back every day. Wow, it's during time. That's a Has anybody seen Buzz Beyond lately? Oh, you're in Central Oregon and it's raining and cold. Oh, that sucks. How is that the way is your weather generally? Because I know that like Washington is generally like rainy kind of stuff. Is that the way your weather is too in Oregon? I think Arizona probably has good weather. Sure, what patience I must have? Oh no, 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 no. I'm very impatient. It's a terrible thing. But you know what? They know me and they fucking love me. Like it's the funniest thing. The little Boston Terrier. In fact, I gotta let her in. She's getting hot. The little Boston Terrier. Her mom said she tried to jump out the window when she got here. They're all so happy to see me when they come. And little Quigley, the show dog, he wasn't here for a couple of days because he was on vacation. Come on, girl. Come on. And he was so happy to see me. His freaking little tail was going a mile an hour. I love it. I just love them. So they, and I do get impatient with them, but I make them mind me. And first of all, like that's one thing too, because I'm really OCD. Like my house has to be clean. Like it's really hard on me. This is very hard. And what this is how I do it. This room is like the garage is over there. The garage is out that door, and this is the rest of the house. So I bring the doors. All the dogs come in through the garage because it's a double shut system. Like I can walk them into the garage, shut the door, and then walk them into the house. Make sure nobody escapes, and everybody stays in this room. And it's probably, I would say, it's probably like I don't know, maybe like a 12 by 20. It's not a very big room. But and then the lanai, they can utilize the lanai and then the yard. But what has happened is that because of all the dogs and everything and them digging and stuff, my yard is not grass anymore. It's dirt. It's all dirt. And like they just track so much in. So I can't let them just run all over the house. Plus, like at night when I go to my room, I don't want sand and shit in my bed, and I don't want dogs on my bed. So I keep them all pretty much in this room, and then and I don't crate any dogs at night that don't normally get crated. But if the dogs are normally sleep in a crate, then they sleep in a crate here, and I will let like the boarded dog that's coming this afternoon. Her mom, she sleeps in her bed, and so she sleeps in my bed because I can't. You're better off making them comfortable and doing what they are used to than trying to push against them. You know what I mean? I've learned that you're better off going with them than against them. But for real. And they're going to do what they want anyway. Yeah. No shit, Scott. That's true. Oh, West Virginia, you're here? I can hardly read because of my freaking glasses. My glasses are super dirty too. So I'm like trying to fight the spots because the freaking dogs lick me. Bones! Did you get my text? I gotta tell you a funny story, Bones. You are gonna laugh at this. So I get up at 3 in the morning, and Bones had texted me, right? But I had to fix Quigley's dad's booking on River. So I had Quigley's dad's message up, and I took care of that stuff. And then I was gonna text Bones and tell him, "Hey, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. Like I go to bed early." And I texted that to Quigley's dad. So I texted Quigley's dad 3 in the morning and thought I was texting Bones. So there's my ding dong story of the day, which there's many of. My phone's dinging and I don't really know. It was funny. I definitely heard ding. Well, guys. Oh. Um. Yeah. So anyway, I texted Quigley's dad at 3 in the morning. I bet his wife was like, "It's so funny." Are you driving today, Bones? Are you working? Norm. No. No, it's during time. If you got little ones, oh man. Yeah, now see that takes patience. That I could not do. I could not I couldn't do daycare for kids or take care of kids. I couldn't. I just I do not I'm not a kid person. I'm just not. And I admit that. Like I don't try to act like I am. I'm not. 7. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, starting time. I don't know how you do it. And how about Christmas? I bet that's crazy. We were talking about that yesterday. You know, guys, I gotta say, and this is the first year, this is what's bad about Christmas. Okay. This is the first year I've been in a 1 bedroom apartment the whole time I've been here, 6 years or 7 years, right? And so I never had a Christmas tree or anything because it's a 1 bedroom apartment and it was too small. And my kids are grown and my mom has a big Christmas tree and stuff. So I didn't worry about having a Christmas tree and I didn't worry about it. Well, this is the first year I'm in a house and I'm hosting the family dinners and everything for the holidays because my mom's getting told to do it. And we've been going out on holidays, on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried to go out to eat on a holiday, but like we wind up waiting so long and it's never really good and all that. So I'm hosting the dinners, which is great. Fine, I want to do that. But now that I'm awake and I understand and I've heard the Book of Enoch and now that I understand a lot more than I did when I first woke up, I feel like I can't celebrate Christmas. Like I don't feel like I can do that in good conscience when I know that it's bullshit and they're actually getting us to worship their God, their higher power. Like I don't know if I'm explaining this the right way, but I don't know how to do this and I don't know what to do. And I feel like I'm being a hypocrite. If I put up a Christmas tree and put all these decorations on it and do all that, like I'm doing exactly what they want me to do. And I'm participating in something I don't agree with. So what do I do? Like I don't know. And my boyfriend, he doesn't look. He doesn't. We don't see eye to eye on this stuff. And he's really super quiet, and he doesn't give me his opinion. And I don't know how he feels about it because he doesn't talk or doesn't say, and I don't know. So I don't know what I should do. Like I don't know how to approach this whole Christmas thing when I feel like it's bad. I mean, even like when you think about Santa, Satan, like they really got us. They really got us worshiping something that we're not supposed to. What do you guys think? Yeah. See, I just I feel like I'm being a hypocrite if I put up a Christmas tree and do all that stuff. I really do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Scott. They got us all the way around. And they got us not only that, but then they've turned it into now that it's turned in Christmas has been turned into some horrible freaking I gotta answer this text. It's a It's a doggy daycare request, and it's new, and I don't know the people, and I gotta answer it. That's the one thing is that this takes a lot of my, and owning a business, and that's the one thing I worry about too, and I don't know what to do about is that. Oh, okay, Grandma D. Um, yesterday I said I put my email in the description, but the video went up like way later, and I never did that. So I had pinned my email in one of the comments of another video, but I will pin my email, Grandma D, in the comments later when this uploads. It does take a little while to upload, though. Actually, why don't I just like why don't I? It's stupid. It's just stupid. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna. There we go. That way anybody can email me, and then I'll give you my phone number and we can talk about it. But yeah, holla, yeah. Yeah, I almost feel like we need to. Yeah, the materialism. It's nothing to do with God, and yeah, it's nothing to do with Jesus, nothing to do with God, and it's all completely 100%. I don't know where this one is. Okay, go back and answer him. I'm sorry, guys. I do have the answer. And it's for tomorrow. Right, a new dog, and it's for 4 days. So I don't know if this is something that might turn into something permanent, or if it's just I don't know, but that would be another one. I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm gonna have to cut it off because I mean, how many dogs can you truly take care of in a day? You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have to at some point say, okay, I've got enough. But every every dog is like another, you know what I mean? Like I can never turn down the money. And that's the thing with owning a business. Like you can work all the time. Like I've not had a day off since I started this last December. Not one day. There's not been one day since last December that I haven't had somebody's dogs to take care of and something to do for the business. And my boyfriend doesn't get it because he goes to work in the morning at 6 o'clock, and he works really hard. He does pools, and he is the one that does a lot of the digging and all that kind of stuff. So he's out in this Florida sun all day digging and stuff. And so he is super tired when he comes home. So he comes home at like 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock. He eats dinner, and he's in bed at 7. My last dogs don't leave until 7. You know what I mean? So I get up before him. So I get up at 3. And then my dogs don't leave till 7. So by the time I calm down enough and then I eat and everything, it's 9, 10 o'clock. And I go to bed. You know what I mean? Like I'm in bed by 9, but hopefully asleep by 10. But so, and then he has Saturday and Sundays off. And yeah, I mean, the dogs are here, but he doesn't do anything for them at all, ever. And I could work all the time, and that's what's happening. And this kind of happened the last time I owned a business. My ex-husband, it was a floor covering business, so it was a little bit different, obviously. But I had the same issues with always working and never being able to take time for myself. And my worry is, like, if I take off and I say, okay, I'm gonna take a week off. Let's say I did that, and I said I'm gonna take a week off. So all my daycare dogs find another person, right? What if they like that person and they don't come back? So I don't know how to balance this shit, and I don't know how to, like, at some point I'm gonna have to have a break, like at sometime. Yeah, I agree with that, Hala. I do agree with that. Bones, you're listening. You're driving, buddy, or working, whatever. Yeah, 11 grandchildren. I'm sure you stay broke, Oregon Farm girl. Oh shit. Um, and it's not Jesus' birthday. It's not like that's the thing that gets me. It's like, first of all, it's not even what it's supposed to be, and then second of all, they made it so materialistic that it's not even about. It's not about what it's supposed to be about anyway. So it's all, I don't know. It's all jumbled up, and I feel like it's. I don't know. I feel like it's really satanic, honestly. Yeah, it's all lies. And you know what's bad is that once you start seeing through some of the indoctrination, and once you start seeing, like, once you start putting together this little thing and then this little thing, and like we just had the anniversary that we had last week, we all know that they did that. And we all know that the official story is bullshit. Building 7 did not come down. I mean, we all know it's all bullshit. So when you start piecing all these things together, and then, like, I don't know if you guys pay attention to, like, the politics and, like, the Clinton body count and the stuff that went on in Arkansas when they were there, and the things that were happening in the child protective services and stuff like that. All right, well, they're coming now. That's another one. I don't even know what kind of dog it is. It's a female, so that'll be good because my boys. Australian Shepherd. I ain't got a thing for Australian Shepherds, don't I? I do like them though. They're really good dogs. They're just such good dogs. Her name is Sky. So, yeah. Yeah. So another one. Maybe they'll turn into a permanent one. And you know, that one was off the ones where I raised my prices. So, hey, Sweet Liberty. Hi, baby. Hey, All Rider. It's all about the money. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Oregon Farm girl. Politics. I'm sorry, I have to get so close to the screen to read. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, if anybody has paid attention to any of the shit that's going on politically, and the Clinton body count and everything that they've done, and it came out yesterday, I guess, or the day before that, that FISA warrant stuff, that went all the way to the top. That went all the way to Obama. So Obama was spying on candidate Donald Trump. Like, how? I just don't even know. Like, it's all, and they're so dirty. All of them are so dirty. I mean, it's not one side or the other, guys. It's all over. They're all so dirty. And when this stuff comes out about what they've been doing to kids, like, most people won't ever believe that. They won't believe it, and they don't want to know. They want to stick their heads in the sand, and they don't want to know. And that's what gets me about it. How can you ignore something like that? Like, this isn't a little thing. They're scaring children to the point of almost death. And they like the black, for some reason, black children have more of this certain chemical in their blood or something. And this adrenochrome thing is really crazy, guys. And they scare these children literally almost to death. And then they do kill them. And the adrenaline that's in their blood is what that's what keeps them youthful or whatever. That's where they're gonna oh my god, these two are in the crate playing. Oh, now they're out. They drink that blood or something. Like, isn't that what I mean? That's my impression of what's going on here. And I get it that people don't want to know, and I get it that it's terrible, but you gotta face it. Like, if we don't face this stuff, how are we gonna stop it? And they're all involved. They're all involved. Anyone that had anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein is involved, in my opinion, because they knew what was going on. He was convicted already. They made jokes about it. I mean, you guys saw that picture of Bill Clinton, right, in the blue dress that Jeffrey Epstein had? That he was sitting back in the chair like this, and he had a blue dress on, like it was kind of like a... Look, he didn't get that picture of Bill Clinton because Bill Clinton was being a good boy. That was some kind of blackmail right there. I mean, that was like one of those things. I mean, you guys, it's crazy. We got to get rid of these politicians. We got to get rid of the system. I mean, I don't know how you do that. I don't know what the answer is. Yeah, right, Scott. Yeah, yeah. I've seen a lot about it. I've seen a lot about it. It's so, they are psychopaths. Yes, they're psychopaths and they're pedophiles. They're trying to normalize. They want to normalize this shit. Bestiality too. Having sex with fucking animals. They want to normalize it. And they want to make everybody feel like it's okay to be fucking freaky and weird. Which, I don't give a shit what you do in your bedroom. Go do it. But you don't have to tell me about it. And if it involves somebody under 18 years old, you're a fucking pedophile. And if you deal with a guy that you know playing out as a pedophile and you have no problems with that, then you have some problems too. I'm sorry, you do. I'm sorry. If I had somebody in my life, and I don't give a shit if it was my dad, my brother, I don't care, that I knew had molested a child, that person would not be in my life anymore. And that person would be lucky if they weren't dead. And I don't like kids. I'm not a kid person. But I'm fucking not a crazy person either. Who can do these things? And how are we allowing this to happen? I don't understand I feel I'm just at a loss, guys. I just feel like I want somebody to tell me how to fix this problem. You know what I mean? I know it's just no simple fix and there's nothing, and I know everybody says like waking people up, but waking people up isn't doing it because they're blatantly going for it. And all these like Black Mirror and that other Stranger, oh God, what's the name of that other show? The Upside Down. You guys know what I'm talking about. On Netflix. Yeah. Yeah, Quietly Dying. Yes. Yeah, Lisa. That's crazy, right? They want to make it so that a parent, I even heard this one. So the parent can consent. In other words, even if the kid is 12 or 10 or whatever, and the kid doesn't want to do it, the parent can tell the kid they have to do it or whatever. Like it's the consent, the parent gave the consent. Like this shit's crazy, guys. This shit's crazy. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't care what you do in your bedroom. You go be freaky. I don't care. I do freaky shit too. But Bones. I love you, Bones. You're so sweet. But yeah, we got to stop this shit. We've got to figure out a way. We've got to figure out a way. We've got to. I mean, this is the worst part. The generation of kids that are coming up today are so overwhelmed. They're bombarded with the sexuality issues about everybody can be, whatever they want and choose what they want. They're bombarded with violence. I mean, they're bombarded with this shit every day. sex, drugs, violence. This generation of kids that's coming up now, and this is the scary part because Scott Rogers and I think all y'all pretty much kind of in my age range, they're going to be the ones making the decisions when we're old and can't do anything anymore. And that's some scary shit. I'm scary. I'm sorry. I'm frozen. Maybe my connection's going bad. I looked over and I was frozen. No, quietly dying. You know what though? That's the bad thing about me. And this is really bad. If I think it, it's coming out of my mouth. And I have very little filter. And honestly, what you see is what you get with me. Like, I'm not one of those people. I don't do fake well. Like, it is what it is. Like, and I accept who I am. And I know what I've done and I've been through. And a lot of it's really bad. And I get it. And I identify with it. I know I did it. And I repent. And I pray. And I know that I probably won't be winding up those pearly gates. In fact, I tell my kids all the time, bury me in my hiking boots because I might have to kick in the gates. But seriously, I know that I'm probably not going to wind up where I want to wind up. But I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to fight the whole way, and I'm not going down without a fight. And it just kind of is. I wish that I just want to get involved. I want to help this problem. I want to fix. I'm just one of those people that wants to just fix it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get this over with. And I want to get this sickness out of our country. I want to get this sickness out of our world. Like, I don't feel like these people deserve to even be here. But, and I hear a lot of people say, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like, this is Satan's world. God cast him, here and kind of left him in charge of this, right? I mean, that's how. Well, yeah. Yeah, Lisa, you're exactly right. And they'll take them from CPS. They'll find a way to take your kid if they want it by CPS, and then the kid goes missing from CPS. If you guys have any questions about that, look, it's CPS in Arkansas is the one that's had the biggest problems. And all those problems started coming about when Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton were in Arkansas. That Hillary Clinton's a snake, man. She's a scary bitch. I watched an interview of her where she laughed about getting those teenage guys off that raped that girl. They gang raped a girl, like 5 of them, and she got them off, and she laughed about it. I'm sorry, that's one sick bitch. That's one sick bitch. I gotta be honest, I'd almost take one for the team to do that one. I honestly, this world would be so much better off. You know what I mean? We this sickness that we've got in this country, and you know what I said about the positivity and the negativity and like the energy, like this what they're pulling in and what they're welcoming, and this darkness is all around us. That evil is all around us. We can't perceive it with our eyes, but it's here, and it's gotten away here because they've brought it here. They wanted this. They wanted, and it's so. I don't know if I mention this all the time, Florida Mucky, and I don't know if any of you watch his stuff, and he does a lot of stuff about Antarctica, and oh my God, guys, it is so interesting. But he did this. What foul language in chat? I didn't see foul language in chat. I didn't see foul language. I don't even have moderators. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. So there's no moderators. Oh, bye, West Virginia. Bye, West Virginia. I love you. I was watching your thing this morning about the, you too, like, you have a lot of experience with the mental health side, and you see a lot of it. I know you do. Yeah, Linda. And that's why you have to continually, anybody that, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys are Christians or what you believe, but if you are Christian, you need to be in touch with your God. You need to be in touch with God and Jesus Christ all the time. You need to be talking to him all the time. You need to keep that bond right there. because the evil is all around us. They are here, and they want to. Their agenda is as important to them as ours is to us. You know what I mean? And that's the way you have to remember that. Even if you don't think, if you don't believe in God or Satan or any of that, that doesn't matter, because they do, and they are summoning. They are summoning. Um, they're definitely summoning oh my, summoning the evil into this country, and big time. And they want, you know, they want to give it away. And I'm not sure what's going on in Antarctica, but I do find it awful strange that all of these countries that don't get along any other place, and they're at war, some of them, and these countries are all working together in Antarctica. Like, what is going on down there? So anyway, Florida Marquis does so many incredible videos. Like, that guy must sit around on his computer all day long and just look at different. And he uses Google Earth Pro, and he goes back layers, like, different years, and searches Antarctica and finds the craziest stuff. Well, he got on this thing a little while ago where Pentagons everywhere, and it was the weirdest thing, because these Pentagons would be like in the middle of the jungle, right? There'd be a space that was a Pentagon that nothing grew in, and there wouldn't be a road in or out of it. So obviously, it wasn't something they cleared. It was like a space that nothing grew in, and it would be a Pentagon, right? And then when he measured it, the Pentagons were exactly the size of the inside parameters of our Pentagon, DC. So then he started looking other places, right? And he started finding these Pentagons all over the place. And he started lining them up, and he would make a line from one to the next one and all that. But these Pentagons all line up. That's the weirdest part. They all line up, and they all crisscross in perfect angles and perfect lines, right? And a good bit of them are, and all those roads lead to Rome. You know what I mean? Some of them are leading there. Some of them are like corresponding with our Pentagon. But there's something going on with this Pentagon thing. Like, there's something about the shape, something that's going. I don't know. You guys should watch the videos. And it said they've been in the last 2 weeks or so, and they'll say Pentagon in the title, and it's Florida Maquis, not Markey, Maquis. And he is super articulate. The guy is just very, very smart. I think he was in the military, and he takes his time, and he articulates stuff so well. Now, there's a lot of the stuff he's done about Antarctica that I'm like, okay, guy, you're really seeing something here. But there's a lot that he's not. And there's these faces down there. Oh, you got to see it, guys. There's something under the ice down there. I do believe that. I believe there's a civilization that was there, possibly is still there. I wouldn't doubt that there is I wouldn't doubt it. Like, why did John Kerry go down there? Like, don't you guys think it's weird? No, they don't believe in our God. Yeah, writer. Yeah, he does. I love him. Yeah, quietly dying. Yeah. Yeah, all writer. Yeah. Marcia, you're buffering? I was frozen a minute ago. Let me know if you keep having problems. Oh, Oregon Farm Girl, don't worry about it. You're fine. I cuss. Look, I'm a sailor. Yeah. Yeah, Hala. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I feel really bad, but I don't know how to stop any of this. And I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on down there in Antarctica, but there's definitely something something is going on and they're I don't know if I don't think it's actually, I think it's melting, but I think it's natural. Like, I think they may even be trying to melt it. I don't know if any of you watch Dabu 7. Did you watch him, Dabu 7? But he showed one time where yes, Yeah, Marcia, I did see the dragon bits. Yeah, and I'm kind of a I love Game of Thrones. So that was a very sometimes I watch his videos twice. Like he's just so smart. I love him. Yeah, he's super smart. Yeah, Linda Ivy, it is. This 5G system is a kill grid. It's going to be a grid that they're going to be able to lock you down. There's not going to be any hiding from anyone, anywhere, anytime. They're going to be able to put their finger on you whenever they want, however they want. And I do believe it's a weapon. It was created as a weapon. If you go back and look, it was created, and they wanted to be able to control masses of people without actually touching them. You know what I mean? So they can send these. I mean, they're just literally they're microwaving you. They're heating up the water molecules in your body and microwaving it, and it's going to affect everything. And I know. I just feel like if we let this continue and we let this get to that point, guys, I feel like it's over. I feel like it's over. The book is written. Oh, Grandma D, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. And Oregon Farm Girl, you watched Dobby too. I love him. Um, you saw where he showed that they were putting that like there's like these waves of electric was it like electricity or they were there were these waves that were coming out of Antarctica and I guess it was sonic or something. I don't know. I'm really uneducated, so I hate when I sound stupid and I really do right now. But it was showing that on that radar those beams were coming out of Antarctica. And we all know they're guiding these storms and seeding these storms and pushing them where they want to go. They've been trying and have been controlling the weather for a long time. This is not new. About a civil war. And that's the thing is that I think that's the big thing about this whole push to take the G, they want to take our Second Amendment, and every population that's ever let themselves be de-armed has wound up in a very bad position. You can't let them. You can't. I don't know how anybody, even a Democrat, I don't know how they can even want to have a country where nobody's armed. The funny thing is that you don't hear about the hundreds of things that happen every day where somebody saves somebody because they had a weapon. And let's face it, if it's not guns, it's going to be something else. I mean, people are going to stab people. I've seen that people beat each other with a hammer. Like the guns aren't killing people. People are killing people, but they're trying to scare the masses into giving up their weapons. And oh yeah, here you go. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Not me, bud. Mm-mm. Not me. Thank goodness none of my charges were felonies and I can still carry weapons. And I keep it right here. Because I have a lot of strange people come in. Like I don't know, and it's scary sometimes. Like I went to this one interview and luckily it worked out. It was fine. But I was walking in, it was supposed to be a dog walking thing, and I was walking in by myself to an apartment complex to meet a guy and his dog. And after I came home, I told Steve, I was like, you know what, that was the dumbest thing I've ever done. Because I could have walked in that apartment and it could have been all over. You know what I mean? So, and I feel that I have a lot of people that come to the house here. So I do. I keep I keep it right in my drawer, and it's locked and loaded. But see, I don't have kids. I don't have any kids. I don't have anybody that's gonna get in my drawers. You know what I mean? So I'm safe. And when I did have kids, I kept our gun locked. But I've always had a lot of guns. Like my ex-husband was a Marine, and so he had a sniper rifle and everything, and he had a lot of weapons. And I believe in having weapons, and I believe in protecting yourself. One thing about me in this business that I'm in and that I love, I wind up with a lot of big dogs because I'm one of the only people that takes big dog. I'll take 100 pounders. I don't care. So I got one. And so I wind up with a lot of big dogs. So I got to be honest. Anybody ever came to this house that was uninvited, they'd be stupid. They would. They'd be stupid. And my boy Asher, I mean, he is Steve's dog. Like, don't get me wrong, he's Steve's dog. But that dog loves me. And I'm gonna tell you right now, there wouldn't be a soul. Even Steve put his hands on me, it'd be all over. Like he's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's mommy's boy. Oh, do not give up. Do not give up. I love that name. Okay. We love you too. You have a good day doing whatever you got to do. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, yeah. And all these exercises that they're doing, and all the exercises they're doing are also, a lot of them are like fighting without electricity. Like they're doing exercises that make me think that they're going to do some kind of lights out situation, and then like say someone else attacked us, but it's actually going to be us. You know what I mean? Like this, our country is in a very precarious place, and if I was another country looking in, I'd feel like this is a good time to take us out, because we're all so divided and so crazy. Like all of us are pointed in all these different directions, and that's what they do to us too with the news cycles and how they do. They get us all worked up and sit into one direction, and they get us fighting about all these little things that don't matter. Like that's what I was saying yesterday about all of us coming together. We might not all agree on exactly what's going to happen or who's did it or whatever, but we all agree that we need to change something for the positive here. And I think that I wish that we could get more of the nation to understand how important it is that we all stick together. There's a lot of us. Like there's way more of us than them. So if we wanted to change this and we wanted to come together, we really could. It's just a matter of organizing people and making people come together and making them overlook their stupid differences. Like, I got to be honest. I don't believe that. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, and I could be wrong. I don't believe that racism is like our biggest problem in this country. And I don't believe that these sex things are the biggest problem. I think it's a combination of morality compass that no one seems to have a bearing on their own moral compass anymore. People will just do anything. And bringing everybody together is what's so hard. And getting them to look past their stupid differences that don't matter. Because let's face it, guys, our races and stuff like that doesn't matter. When it gets right down to it, they're stealing both kids. I mean, they're stealing all kinds of kids. They're not stealing white kids or black kids. It's all kids. Actually, they do. I did see a thing. My hair is like all screwed up right there. I did see a thing where I do think that the black children have more of the whatever it is in their blood or whatever. So they do actually want black children more than white children. But the thing is that it's all of our kids, and this is all of our futures. Like we all need to be involved. Everybody needs to be involved. And the people that want to hide their head in the sand, that's the thing I don't understand. I don't understand that when people do that. Like the more you ignore something and let it go, the worse it's going to be. You know what I mean? The bigger the mountain gets. I think. I mean, that's my opinion. Mm-hmm. Linda, you might be right. Sweet Liberty, active. Do you watch Active Self Protection? I have not. I have not, Sweet Liberty. Oh. Oh, Sweet Liberty. I think we have a lot in common. Did you get my email? I think I emailed you my phone number. I think I did. You think so, old writer? You think so that he's going to start? I will check out Active Self Protection. I would like to get somebody to teach me some personal defense, physical. Like I need to be able to, like, I will say that my ex-husband, before things got really bad, he did teach me a little bit about stuff like hand-to-hand combat kind of thing. But I need someone to teach me some things, because I feel like, I weigh 100 pounds. You know what I mean? Like, somebody could just come up behind me and bear hug me with my arms down. Like, then what am I going to do? I weigh 100 pounds with pebbles in my pocket, soaking wet. So sometimes I do feel like I'm like a sitting duck sometimes. Like, and, I need somebody to teach me. But I do not give up. Yeah, Jamie. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, Jamie. If they wanted to, and look, if they were worried about our sovereignty, and see, that's the thing, is that our sovereignty is getting ready to go out the window. This whole UN thing and this shit that's happening with oh, I don't know why. I don't. This whole new world order thing, it's coming. It's coming down the pike fast, and they want to give up our sovereignty. And I do agree with Trump about a lot about that stuff. Like, our sovereignty is very important. Being a nationalist, I think, is a great thing. And I love how the news portrays it, some white nationalist. Like, come on now. Because I believe in my country and I love my country, I'm a bad person. I mean, there's a lot of every kind of race that believes in this country and wants this country to be a good country. Like, it's not just white people or black people or anybody people. Everybody wants it. And it's us and them. And there's way more of us. Like, but they don't want us to be armed and ready because we know they're the ones coming. It's crazy. I was watching a thing about how many presidents were Masons, and you know how in control like the Masonic order is of things going on in this country. And it's funny because when my ex-husband and I owned that our carpet business, our floor business, he was asked to be a Mason. And when you go in to be a Mason, you have to memorize all this, like all these writings. Like, it's really weird. And you're not supposed to really tell anybody either, but he did. Like, I read it all and helped him memorize it. You know what I mean? But it was really, really weird. But I will tell you that when you're going in as a low-level Mason, you have no idea what's really going on. Those low-level Masons, they don't know shit. And most of them, a lot of them are even Christian. I think it's not until you get up into the higher stuff. Yeah, Michelle. Yeah. Hell when I'm well. No shit, Linda. Hell when I'm well. I gotta say though, I think if somebody took a hold of me, they get more fight than they think. Yeah, Oregon Farm Girl. I bet you're right. I bet you're right. Yeah, and Jamie, that's exactly right. And you know what? You know how much damage we could do if we could just unite everybody? And it's kind of funny about Adam and the Foogle family. It's just kind of funny that this 130-year-old guy can unite 200,000 people, get them on the same page. I mean, you know, granted, we all have our own little things and we all think of different things. Like, we have our Planet X people, we have people that are flat earthers, we have people that aren't. Like, we have a big array of people, but we are all united. So it can be done. They don't want it done, but it can be done. And I bet they are stealing kids in the Bahamas. I bet they are. I bet that's going on right now. I bet I'm telling you guys, and that's so sad. Can you imagine being one of those children and they're literally hunting them? Can you imagine? I mean, I just can't even, I can't even wrap my head around that. Like, that is just so scary. Bye, Grandma D. I know, I got to get off here too. You guys realize it's 11? Like, we've been talking for 2 hours. That's what happens when I get on here, though. And I actually had things I was going to tell you guys, but then, hey, who's hurt? Look, everybody looks guilty. I'll let you guys go. I know everybody's probably got to get stuff done. They're all so sweet. I love them. All right, guys. Well, I'll let you go. Like I said, anybody wants to email me, and I'll give you my phone number. We can chat. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, yeah. It does happen, and it's going to go both ways. When the lights do go out in this country, you're going to have a lot of that. You're going to have the people that fight, and then you're going to have people come together and do some positive. But that's what I was saying earlier about putting out positivity. That's all. Let's all generate positive energy. Let's all bring in positive energy. Because if we can bring in enough positive energy to fight all this negative energy they're putting around us, and maybe we can make a difference. You know what I mean? I want to make a difference. And any of you guys have any ideas? Let me know, because I want to make a difference. Yeah, all right. I feel like that too. The thing about him that bothers me is that I don't think that there's any billionaire that can possibly relate to me. I'm sorry. And I don't think anybody's our savior and going to save this country. I think we're going to have to save this country. Bye, Linda. Yeah, I agree, Lisa. It is good. Yeah, you guys all have a good day. All right? I love you guys very much. This is the little this is going to be my next dog breed dog when I need another one. Cuz she's small, but she doesn't know she's small. She loves kisses. I love you guys. Everybody have a great day, and everybody be positive. Put positive energy out there. Anybody email me with any concerns or anything you want to talk about, anything you want to do. I am planning on putting out some actual dog videos today to help too. So I will do that, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. But if not, know that I love you, and I'm thinking of you always. You guys are my family. Like I really love you guys, and I care. And if any of you need anything, all you have to do is ask, because I'm here. And I'm one of those ride or die friends. You know, I'm the kind that helps you bury the body, and then 10 years later, we got to dig it up and move it. I'm there. I do. I'm a loyal bitch. So, anybody needs me, you know where to find me. Much love, and yeah, I got enough love here, don't I? Love you guys. Have a great day, y'all. Positive. Everybody be positive, and give a kid a hug.